Hi there, I'm Melanie Jones. I help with the English Language Assessment Coordination, and I'm joined today by Alyssa Metzler, the EL Program Coordinator. We wanted to provide a brief explanation of the new resource and ability to use an ELMS report to serve as your pre-ID file upload to the DRC vendor in preparation for Access 2.0 testing. This brief video will allow a quick visual of how to access ELMS and where to find this report once you're there. We'll first start by showing you how to access ELMS, and I'll turn it over to Alyssa for that.
So to access the English Learner Management System, start by navigating to the State of Idaho website by going to www.sde.idaho.gov. Scroll down until you reach all of our different program tiles down here. Click on the English Learner and Migrant Ed tile. Scroll down. And then you're going to find an orange icon right here in the middle that says Portal Center. Click on Portal Center. Then continue to scroll down and go to this ELMS tile right here. This will forward you to our English Learner Management System page. Once you get to the English Learner Management System page, also known as ELMS, you are going to need to log in. So click on Login. Once you log into the English Learner Management System, you're going to need to select your district. If you are assigned multiple districts, if you are only assigned one district, it will automatically default to your district. So you will need to click on Select District, or again, like I said, it will default to your district if you only have one. Once you have gotten to your district, make sure that you are in the 2018-2019 school year over here. If it does default to a different school year, you're going to want to make sure that you click Change Year and change the year to the 2018-2019 school year. Then you're going to scroll down and you're going to see all the different actions that you can specifically take within your own district that you are logged into. So make sure you come down here to District Reports. And this is where you're going to find your WIDA AMS pre-ID file export that can then be uploaded into the WIDA AMS site. Then you're going to click on Show and Hide Filters, select the 18-19 school year, and then you're going to click Run. This will pop a spreadsheet open. Make sure you do say yes. I promise you it is not corrupted or unsafe. And this will offer you the WIDA AMS pre-ID file upload that you can now take and upload into your WIDA AMS site.
Once you see your file exported from ELMS, one of your first important steps is to delete row 1, where it says WIDA AMS pre-ID file. The vendor would not accept this row as something that's a part of their template. So to delete this, you want to right-click, select Delete, and now the first row should only show each column header. Again, this is very important to do, and I would recommend saving along the way. Another important piece is to make sure your enrollment looks similar to your school enrollments. This report is based upon recent updates submitted, so you want to ensure that everyone is there. Additionally, the export you just did will include all required fields. You will be required to complete columns AX, AY, AZ. Only you at the district or school level will know the specifics of these fields, such as mode of administration, specific test tier questions, and whether it is in alt access order. It's also important to read the file template, which was sent by DRC in an email to you, to follow their instructions on coding this appropriately to reduce error within your upload. To complete the circle and directions and steps regarding your pre-ID file upload to DRC, we wanted to highlight that all Access 2.0 contacts received an email from DRC with explicit instructions on how to upload the pre-ID file. This also embedded in it were our instructions on how to export the Access file that we're referring to for pre-ID purposes from ELMS. So once you have your file ready and exported from ELMS, you'll need to follow the rest of the directions that were emailed to you, sent by DRC, to complete the pre-ID file upload. You don't upload it back to ELMS in any format. It does need to be received by our test vendor, DRC. To get to DRC's area, as a brief reminder, you'll want to log in to WIDA AMS. Here I'm on the main WIDA website. wida.wisc.edu, and under Login, drop down and go to WIDA AMS. You will need your credentials ready, including username and password if they're not automatically saved. Log into the DRC system, go to All Applications, and Student Management tab. Under Student Management, you want to select Manage Students. And the pre-ID file is considered uploading multiple students. This is also where you'll see the file layout if needed, and a sample file if needed as well. Keep in mind that your export from ELMS will be saved as a CSV text file as demanded here, and you'll be able to also upload it here as well. So this is where you complete your upload and select your correct district and school if necessary, but if you're uploading as a district, the district will suffice. So we wanted to show you this step, but also keep in mind as you upload, errors will show here underneath this area. It will be really critical to come back and ensure that you understand what errors, if any, exist in your file. You may correct them and resubmit. There's a window of time for submission, and that will last until Friday, November 16th, 2018. If a student comes in after your first initial upload, you may add this student into your original file and then resubmit, or you can add an additional file with just the student's information. A little bit harder to do if you use the ELMS export for this purpose. Again, we hope this helps with some navigation with this task. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call Alyssa, myself, or DRC if it's related to the actual upload of your file. Thanks for your attention. Good luck.